welcome back to Arike's Corner. Yes, this is your favorite podcast where social impact and social change and impactful conversations, purpose, everything. Akolabo, they meet and they join together. Yes, you know I'm very excited. Yes, now I'm very happy because it's a continuation of our conversation and I'm very expectant. I know you are too because you know that. Did you watch the last episode? Don't miss out to. You need to check the last episode so that you get the whole thought process on this. You're going to enjoy it. I would like for you. Okay, I'm your host Sarike on here, the medical presenter with the healthy presentation. And today, another healthy dose. I upcome like this, carry and come. Yes. So we are still on this our very important conversation that affects everybody. You affect me, all the members of this corner, the upcoming members, everybody affects everybody. Yes. So we are on this topic why we behave the way we do, exploring the human behavior. Yes, that is it. And that is deep roots in SDG-3 and SDG-16. Good well-being and mental health, peace, justice, and strength. So we are bringing, but we know that we cannot separate human behavior from these things. We know. Yes, this season is proudly sponsored by Positive Chance for Nigeria. Thank you so much, for Positive Chance for Nigeria. We are chanting positively, yes. So if you want to join our league of sponsors, please slide into my DM, let us have a conversation. Yes, thank you so much. So this conversation is going to continue with no other one than this time. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be an amazing ride. The amazing, innovative thinker. You would still say that play, but no, you make the conversation start. You say he's really an innovative thinker. The innovative thinker is a writer, is a speaker, is a modeler, is an amazing person. Anything that you get the drill. Mr. Me or La Becky. Drum rolls. So you see our country, Nigeria. Do we have cultural influence are there cultural influences on behavior that we should be more conscious of?
This one is the one that might probably cause a stare.
Okay.
The moment you got to hear in Nigeria, it's my probably cause I'm more proud. People like I know people like crowds. People like it's time for it to now open the pocket of uncomfortable conversations. This is where the young will say, this is where the young will say, this is where the old will say, you know what to say, what to say. I see continent. Well, Akoye,
okay.
I will not argue with you. I am neither for Peter or Paul. All I know is the truth.
Alright.
And I will try as much as possible to stand by it, even if I'm not perfectly put together. That's on my own. God did it fantastic. But the point is, here is the thing. We talked about how cultural and practice are influencing.
That we should be conscious of,
I'll give you one good instance.
Okay.
I'll begin this with an instance.
Okay.
Just jump into a solution. Have you ever considered that our educational system is not for enlightenment but domestication?
Bim, bim, bim. So before we continue this conversation, I have a full episode on education is for beyond the classroom. Reimaging education in Nigeria. If you've not seen that video, please go and see that the Victor dropped gems in there.
There's only one data for education. So, have you ever considered that your education is not actually for enlightenment, it's actually for domestication? Domestication, this is what I'm saying. Now, there is a long-standing, to own the future, you own the youth, you own the children. That's how to own the future. There's a long, and how do you own the children, how do you own the future? You must infiltrate where they learn. It's not just the public offices that administers governance.
Yeah. Governance is at every sector, every level.
It's weird. So this is something very funny. But this is something that is the truth, but nobody seems to want to talk about it.
Okay.
Now, your system is, education is supposed to broaden.
Which one is your system? You know that this country.
No. Educational system is supposed to broaden your mind. Help you think.
Yeah, in this together, not
yes,
doing your best time.
Help you think. Use the faculties and the resources
Of
involved
of course.
solutions, find solutions, stuff like that.
And
It's not
additionally, you should be future proof.
future.
You need to see the episode say.
But we are in a system that still depends greatly on what colonials left us as a way to be educated till date. Till date. Till date. Now, I don't have a problem. They plan for a future of their sustenance dependent on we as resources. But then we still have leaders that are cronies. Wait, before you say, that's politics. They're cronies. The structure of education, why I say is more domestication, to make us more agreeable with whatever we are given. You see that thing we keep happening about the Nigerians, we dey fit cope through any situation.
We are adaptable.
Yeah, that's it.
Just start later.
Just like we not make use of everything. You know why? Because like chicken cross the road. That is a coping mechanism for us to actually fit into the pocket we've already been grown in. That bucket, see, a tree, see, you don't get. You can grow something smaller that was meant to be bigger.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have the appropriate resources. If it never sees sunlight, it's going to be shriveled up. It will never blossom the flower it's supposed to be.
Stunted growth.
If you continue like that, you think that's the normal state. But if somebody who has the knowledge to farm or grow that thing and tell you this is a bigger way to grow yam, this is a bigger way to grow cassava, this is a better way to grow.
Of course, a simple example. Yeast that we used to do puff and all those things. And it works better with it. So if you add yeast
And you don't use it.
to your, sometimes the weather even, a sunny weather, hey, you go down there happy. So if you use it on a rainy day, it's not going to attain its full potential. And you might think that.
This is bad, something new.
But it's not with the yeast.
You don't get the knowledge.
The box now, like I'm just like trying to give an example to buttress your point.
So we are using different mechanisms to still fit into that pocket that we grow in, that place we keeping it kept from sunlight. We use every means because you don't behave out of your habitat. What you know, you don't fit to pass it. Now what you know.
Yeah.
Some people who school abroad and had, you see these bureaucrats or these bourgeois and their offsprings, they come here for entertainment and they know the difference. That thinking better is
No.
have conversations with them.
You can't give what you know.
Have conversations with you will know why the circle is going to maintain. So there's a life relation where it's domestication. Now let me give you the domestication. I grew up in public. I went to a public school in a primary school. Now I hated it.
No, they carry that for head like this.
I still be cool kid right from the time. I'll be cool kid. I'll be cool kid from day one.
No person. No person. You see, I can't chat with us.
So my primary school days, I went to public school. Now let me tell you something I saw.
Okay.
A lot of people can take this as some sort of grooming stage to make a child stronger, to make you see that it's a doggy dog world. I don't know how we came up with that thing, the doggy dog world. Dogs are pack animals. Dogs thrive more when they are closer together. A doggy dog world. It comes from something else. It's not me, black man killing black man for survival. Or we teach our children to survive, you have to climb another Nigerian, another African. Wait. We get so much tribal problems. We are not one. Wait. So you now see the bell goes off for break. Yeah? I'm talking about a school that has primary 1 A, B, C.
Wow.
Even sometimes add up to D. Wow. Like 40, 50 students.
Barak for train.
We have like 40, 50 students. I wouldn't have known this. 40, 50 students. Now, it's not good, but the knowledge now, it was not good. The knowledge from it is not good, but to know it is something you fight against. It's something you can speak. We now know it, so we know what to fight against. So you know what you are solving. So to ring the bell, children from small to big. And it was government school, you see some kind of people now, it's
very big, of course.
When you ring the bell, the big school compound, very big, with blocks all around. Students will be running to one kiosk. I said a kiosk. One kiosk.
Now survival of the fittest.
Survival.
When he pass, so have you push any, because I remember when I was in my year 1, I lived off campus. So any moment like this, we'll go school. You'll just say the under bridge Lagos will train you as they fight to enter bus. Push, like serious fight though.
You see how it is made.
So you see how I can easily relate.
You can.
And any small rain like this, say they come back.
We could be more organized and treated more humanely than animals. These children run.
I'm thinking about
you know, children can make anything look like play.
Of course, they are laughing, they are running.
They are running, but when you are getting older, you're like, this thing no really.
I said now that we are talking about this, now they say that's the only I do for 2018. Why? I think struggle,
and we are proud. The biggest person to lose all form of respect for another man is a charmer. Like if you really know who your problem is, the person's head is to be busting.
You know
you will go to the house.
Honestly, now they pay me. You know the pride that was still my.
Yes,
I was saying, people that use for party that
you know how many we don't proud about.
I'm like people that
man of peace.
Man of peace, man of peace. I'm just to my girls that die. Shalom, like just for them like people when I meet for party, I leave them.
Yeah, if I was boss like this,
in fact, no, don't have the target. Woman like me, I see their say I follow, say I pass man. I remember one time when my phone fall, when the screen.
Every day, what they act in Hollywood as apocalypse movies, we don't know we do it every day. You know those world ending scenes where people are struggling in the market, they are struggling to actually. Now our everyday life, apocalypse, everyday life is.
Honestly, I never give it a thought.
We're kids. Yeah? When you are taught survival, you will not think. When you are taught survival, when survival is the only thing, you would rather base all your thinking, you would rather trust your instincts more than you trust intellect. That's weaving information together. We are survivalists. We are not really pro. We are not. Future is not protected. We just want to solve. So how do you expect us to be innovative to actually reach our full potential? Now you see Nigerians in diaspora. They are excellent. How?
Of course.
It's not because we came from, or it's not because we came from the suffering and want to come back here. It's because we have equal mind. And surprisingly, they've lived in so much comfort and complacency, so they don't care about education. But we still like them. So wait, I'm going sorry. So we put these children there. We run as kids. I never like. So we run, yeah. We run there. We go to small ones. The women in shops now shout. This side is selling food. This side is selling snacks. Cheers. Now shall stay on the line, no. Boys.
Stay on the line. I want to stay on the line.
They are struggling. Ones are laughing. They are pushing. So children will spend their breaks 30-45 minutes
just running and fighting.
Some of them will not get what they want until the baby is running. That was it. So you teach a child.
So in school with that population, just
one
year.
Yes. You teach a child in school. You teach a child, that's education. You teach a child in school. Dog, you don't teach them about pack mentality. You tell them dog eats dog. You don't teach them to use information or the education of them to be more to solve problems. You are telling them all you need is instinct to survive. Leave it. And you know what survival is the topic. Education is at the back.
Everything to pass.
Here now you go to school, you drop this thing before you want to survive, you go learn TikTok.
Ouch!
Doctor, they talk say the doctor, he's just a content creator. He's a doctor, I agree, he has gone to speak to people, he's a content creator. There are people who are surgeons. So you see survival is, you teach these children to trust survival through education. Education will learn all the kindness you will teach them, all the love, all the brothers keepers of solidarity. Remember, it's my stomach. Nobody careful. The system doesn't even care.
See, in fact, when survival becomes a topic, your passion has nowhere to stay.
If
your passion is not paying the bills, you will make money first. So when you make money, the money will fund your passion.
You are tutored by some of the most impassionate, uncompassionate women you ever meet in your life. Government officials, teachers. Sorry. Some of them are so sorry.
That's not in the best
thing. Sorry. I never mentioned people you ever meet. Some of them are mean.
Let me tell you something. They will come get one government to get here. Abi?
Some of them
Uh-huh.
you are dealing with kids, you are easily.
What do you say you want again?
You come to school with all the aggravations from your whole life. Some of them don't like their jobs anymore. Some of them
Yeah,
want to
they're frustrated and then they're bleeding on
kids.
kids.
And then remember, these kids are from diverse backgrounds.
And even beyond kids, that's why you see some lecturers fix 7 a.m. lecture. You don't know that they are paid. Because we can't
You
leave your wife.
house.
You leave your wife on the 7 a.m. lecture.
The idea is we get to a point where we should be able to, in short, it's not even debate, inter-debate your lecturers. I read this, I have this idea, and this is easy. That's when the lecturer.
You won't fail.
That's when the lecturer will do that. It be like say teaching will work for them because they want to use their brain. But here,
You won't
the lecturer
fail.
will tell you.
Lecturer when updating notes, lecturer when they use 2010 notes or 2025
Then they tell you he's the author and finisher of that.
of this course. Some lecturers said that if you don't give them what they gave you in your notes, you won't fail.
So tell me how I'm supposed to trust
To
myself and what I'm learning rather than domestication
No,
that
it's
every
the risk
authority,
pass.
every authority is okay, should not be questioned, should not be.
Mhm.
See, they say we should not question God, but you know you can inquire of God.
And we answer you.
Eli Lama Sabachthani.
My God, why have that forsaken me?
Although he was quoting Psalm 22 because it was Psalm 23 that
but
he was
now
calling
question
his commission.
But now question now.
There is a right you get to. Every authority must be inquired of. You respect the status, which is governance, which is government, which all of us are involved in. You respect that office. But you see the person sitting in that office has everything. Is open. It's a public office. Is open for debate. He's open to be asked. He's open to be inquired of.
Did I say?
You get what I'm saying?
I get that.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Trump is a billionaire.
Of
With
course.
respect. Trump is the president.
Of course.
If he's a billionaire in Trump Towers, he's a billionaire. If you come there, they kick you out. But he's now the president. He will come to a podium and you ask him your ex. They will still respect the office because all of us made the office.
Yeah.
I have to respect you in that office and respect me in that office. But you who is representing us in
Custodian of
that
the
office, we will now ask you in your wisdom and capacity why you do what you do. They will have people who mock us despite they are nonchalant to empower them. Then you will now see a group of people who will now say, we'll be mates, they'll be mates. They'll be mates for my future. They'll be mates for my future. We'll use mates for my future.
My own no.
My own no. You can't use, you don't even understand the psychology of society to even understand how much they are not, you go still ask them a lie last back.
My God. Why give me like the person this champion of president?
Wait, so I'm thinking to myself, you now use some kind of tradition and culture.
Mm-hmm. So now masquerade.
They thought the president go like that, waiting they are.
And even
It's
in
small boy.
I love like we all know it's not a debatable thing that the Yoruba culture values respect a lot. Àmọ́ orúkọ là ń pọ̀ Balade. I don't know how to interpret that in best English. But as I as a king is in his authority, you will not say Boda Adeyeye is Adeyeye torí, and it's not from a place of disrespect.
No.
But torí orúkọ là ń pọ̀ Balade. Kábíyèsí ọba Adeyeye kẹ́pẹ́. You know, say Kábíyèsí ọba Boda Adeyeye no, ọba Daddy Adeyeye no, ọba Uncle Adeyeye no.
He's looting, or he has taken funds. That's why people go there and respect him for hungry people. You don't have respect. I'm like, if you respect him, you don't tip your right too.
Why you do your own?
Why you do your own?
And even
and then we have cases where the whole thing trickles down to tiny things. It's okay, leave them now. They will do their own. I'm like, we are
it's just 8 years.
Croonies.
It's just 8 years.
It's not going to be 8 years.
They tell you that time flies. When it's people of an high, you see 8 years.
Domestication in large, both of us, we are just workers for you. This is a terribly managed company. With all due respect, it's a terribly managed company.
Should be our country.
If it was properly managed, you follow. It's a terribly managed company. That me and you constantly, we are laborers, we keep paying our tax, we keep doing everything. But at the end of the day, you see the commitment of the systems to people is never up to
No.
It's never up to
I want out. I'm
you see,
getting my
you see,
resignation
so
letter.
there's domestication, there's all of that. You see that gradually in just your educational system. We haven't talked about how culture is in play in all those. You must this one, you don't feel question am because of age. But in the public office, I have the rights. This is a part of the people in this office.
Sure.
So you need to come up to that point.
So
where
we
that's
have qualified people with
qualified offices. It happens. It will help governance and all of it influences our behavioral pattern has influenced us terribly.
Okay, now that we are talking about our behavioral pattern in influencing us terribly in our choices, we know that we talk about achieving sustainable development goals. Okay, now I mentioned earlier that we have SDG-3 and 16 on pick up this conversation: good health and mental health, good well-being and mental health. Outdoors, how can we use behavioral education to promote mental health and well-being? Maybe check SDG-3 small.
Behavioral patterns to promote mental health
Yes,
as well.
and well-being.
They are all they are interwoven.
Okay.
Behavioral mental health, well-being. I think it
I think this question also come together with it because the reason why we're talking about behavioral education, I'm not talking about emotional intelligence. So, right? So, we also help us to mention the role of emotional intelligence in reducing violence.
Hey, God, I beg. Emotional intelligence is another.
No, now one topic. Now topic I call that now 4 units course.
It's not 4 units course. Don't be lying.
Like for you.
You can get presented. Presentation.
Emotional intelligence are your main.
You're going to. But I think human behavior will influence mental health and emotional intelligence. Like I said, man by itself, and at the same time, you have to gather information of everybody or the kind of clusters that you're most likely to experience. I know everybody completely, but most likely. You find some people that you think they are very smart, rather, they are very smart. It's because they've been able to put clusters to people, and the most likely way they will explore. They know how to manage your this thing. They know how to use compliments. They know how to use cues, body language, because physical, social, they know how to be the head of the table by making sure they are the first to purchase a case.
So it means that they understand effective communication.
They do. Now you make it easier for you. So they do that for you. It puts everybody in the position where you put everybody in your aura.
Okay.
Where you are most comfortable. What you have, your best strength, make everybody there, comfortable there. If I have 1,000 people and I want 1,000 people to give me complete devotion and attention, each of them are different, and under different circumstances, they will present different challenges.
Of course.
What I do is that I will use a general goal of what people like, and then fish their attention. Once they come to my space, my own emotions and intelligence should be able to, they would want to now experience me. So it's really want to know, you get. So it's know yourself and know what you generally want. At times, if your intention, I advocate, this one is dangerous, advocate that if your intentions are very good, you should learn to bring people into your space where they're comfortable, especially when you're in leadership position.
Healthy people, please.
Healthy people.
When I don't go pump and boy for your wife.
Because if you are a bad person now use this tool, you will poison everybody, because so that's how we have leaders that can start up wars and want to kill genocide and all of that. You bring people to your own space and all of that. So what you do is being emotionally intelligent, you understand that there are times, there are seasons, the genders are different, the age gap is different, the dispensation is different. Who you are, you don't know everything. You don't expect everybody to fall into your idea all the time in education. No, there are times you tune down on intellectual pride and let empathy work.
Okay, let's digest this. You tune down on intellectual pride and let empathy work.
Every man feels they're intelligent. I'm sorry. Don't think because that guy, you obviously know that you have like a 200 IQ that's him, and the guy has 54. Don't think that guy thinks he's stupid.
Of course.
Especially if that guy has a skill. He's not stupid though. He can be not be smart book or have a skill. And he's a king in his own village.
Of course.
So it's just the way it works is everybody has that pride, especially men. They don't want to be put down. They don't want to be at the edge of the table except, But it's the way we feed or interact with other people's ego too. So you tune down a lot. Sometimes, even if you are not learning anything, make them feel that they are good teachers. It's a
Okay.
feeling of them, feeling like that. It's
Okay.
emotional.
Okay.
It's not lying to them, it's
Yeah.
empowering them. Sometimes
Okay.
empowerment is I'm with my kid and where I'm teaching them how to spar and they throw a punch or this thing and I take it like, oh, it really hurts. I'm giving them that feeling that
You want to
you
throw another
throw-
bigger
you
one.
want to throw another bigger one.
No, no, it's just saying that you don't first like us, you don't criticize. Sorry. You don't criticize us, you
Because
don't
you don't
first
first
like.
like it. You had an interest there, that's why. If not, you would not see.
Yeah.
So do you get what I'm saying? So it's not pretending, it's actually it's empowering that person to see this is a safe space for me. I respect you, I respect your opinions, I don't want to take you for granted, your emotions and feelings for granted. So you tune down a lot of the ones and zeros, like people are just computers, and you take up empathy into it. So human behavior is very good for you because man know that if you don't get that, okay, this is it, this is how I am, this is how people react, these social cues, what we should do, respectful to a woman, this is, it doesn't matter what other people think, I'm still going to help her sit up or a chair. You know, you learn certain things, you will learn certain
But
things.
you know that
How
people
to
like
solve-
shares for you.
You know, chasing and me defend the toss in this boy podcast. Now they don't cast me. I don't cast me. What can we beat that time? So survival replaced education. Yeah, you can be beat that time.
Oh wow, I see what you did right there.
So survival replaced this thing. I was just trying to survive. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll remind you next time that you're beating Sha.
Hey, you see each other. So you know those tiny things you understand the pockets of people, and sometimes you really don't know who you're dealing with. How crazy people are. So you always have to have yourself around your own figure. Have yourself
Own yourself.
around yourself.
You know, yesterday when I was speaking with my woman, we were talking about around emotional
Not the
intelligence.
rainbow. Continue.
No, my mentor.
Okay, this is your
Yeah,
woman.
it doesn't have to be.
You don't say people like rainbow talk.
No, it's not that. She's my mentor. Yeah, she's one of the biggest blessings in my life at the moment. Yes, I was having a conversation with my woman around my mentor around emotional intelligence. It's not really talk once again around emotional intelligence, and then we noticed that people want you to love them the way they love you, which is not bad completely. Because yes, I sometimes love people the way I love you. But this is where you draw the line. Don't expect the same thing. We even took it into love languages. Nobody has one love language. Let's not say, let's not that. Let's be a factor, right? I think and believe that the love language varies according to your need at a particular time.
Yeah.
Right? That is my belief. I don't believe I'm wed because I cannot give you one as my love language. Gifts me, I love it. Quality time, I love it. I love it. Acts of service, I still love it. It's just that there's sometimes, imagine that I need someone to marry you and you are gifting me. It's not the gift I'm for them. I need your time, I need you to listen to me. I need quality. She gave everything. So now, I gifted someone on her birthday because I love to gift people. Because I love to listen to people. So I gift people too. But then I'm not now say, Jay, you know that I sent you a gift for your birthday. Now it's my birthday, you not gift me. And I know some people that will make a gift out of it. Because there is something to you and they're expecting you to reciprocate the risk and the gift. But we need to know that we are dynamic. We are not the same. We don't think the same way. We don't love the same way. So if my first color of the love language is gift, yours might be quality time. Like you are giving me your quality time today. Right? If my first call is acts of service and yours is the word of application. If I'm giving you acts of service and I'm not expecting acts of service back, but you're telling me that you are giving me words. And in my head I'm like, are you not getting it? I need to help me fix this thing. And then I give you a No, this is sometimes I say like now all of the things when they start out from through relationship with that. I make it a problem. I make it a problem. Because I don't know where to draw the line that this person is not me.
Yeah.
I'm Arike, not you. You are not me. Yeah, we might have some similarities in behavior. But it doesn't make you Arike. We might agree